Hey everyone, Kimber Schaefer here, reporter for Rage in the Cage News, and we are here at R1 MMA Training Center in South Oklahoma City, and I'm standing here with the man, Jeremy Jingle Bell Jones. He is fighting on our fight card for Rage in the Cage 34 coming up on January 16th. Jeremy, you have a new fight camp coming into this, so tell me a little bit about your new fight camp.
Same jiu-jitsu camp. I got a new boxing coach, came from California. Pretty sick dude. Changed my whole style up a little bit. See a whole new Jingle Bells, I promise you.
All right, so, I know you want to give up your game plan, but is there anything specific you want to talk about as far as what you've learning with this new camp?
Faster striking, more aggressive. I'm just coming for blood. I'm coming for pain is what I'm coming for. It's not really blood. I just want to put pain in somebody.
He's bringing the pain. And let's talk a little bit about something else, what you're bringing. You are bringing a entire house full of fans. In fact, because of you, partially because of you anyways, can't give you all the blame, we are having to, rethink our venue and add in some more VIP tables. And in fact, just today, you sold another table and was having to get more tickets. So does that make you more nervous going into this fight, knowing that you have a house full of fans, or is that going to just fuel you?
That makes me pumped. That just gets me more excited, knowing everybody's there to give me their energy. I feed from their energy, and I'm going to put it out there. That's how I do. That's why I go by Jingle Bells. I ring the bells every time I step in there.
Let's talk about Jingle Bells. Where did that come from?
I go around whenever I do a lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of training. Whenever I get somebody, I go Jingle Bells here, Jingle Bells there. So it kind of stuck. Everybody started calling me, there's Jingle Bells, blah, blah, blah. So whenever I first brought it out with in that last fight with you guys, and that's the first time I really used it, so it kind of just stayed. I'm just going to run with it for a while.
Well, and speaking about our last fight with you, we met you about 6 months ago, and it was your first fight for Rage in the Cage, but you quickly just won our hearts here at Rage in the Cage. But it was shortly after that fight that you got some pretty horrifying news and a huge health scare, but luckily it turned out to be much different than what you were told by doctors. Tell us a little bit about that and, your miracle that you got.
Well, they thought they diagnosed me with bone marrow cancer, which they did a bunch of testing. I went through all the tests. I got pretty sick, had a surgery. They found out that it's some rare disease that maybe 1 in a million people get. It's a bone disease where my bones just keep growing thicker. It's not going to kill me until I get old probably, but I'm fine, and I prayed about it. My family prayed about it. All my fans prayed about it, and God bless me. That's all it was. Now I'm back here. It made me train harder, made me work harder. I never stopped training while I was sick, so.
That's awesome. I know that when you were sick there, when you were training, you would have some kind of dizzy type spells. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did a lot of dizzy spells, a lot of sickness, throwing up all the time, but I pushed through because I'm a fighter. This is what I want to do. This is my thing.
That is proof that you're not going to let anything get in your way of your dreams.
No, I'm not a guy that steps backwards. I step straight forward into the problem and go for it.
All right. Well, such a miracle. I still remember the day. I remember exactly where I was standing, actually, when I got the text with you telling me that, you experienced a miracle and it was not cancer, which is what you had been thinking for quite some time. And so, I thank you because you totally made my day that day.
Well, 4 doctors told me it was cancer. 1 really good doctor told me that they were full of it. So I had to let everybody know because I knew everybody was thinking about me, praying for me, and worried about it. So I wanted, you guys at Rage in the Cage. I spoke with you quite often, so I just thought it was the thing to do is to come out and let everybody know. And I'm coming back,
Well, and that's a testament right there in itself in that, if you've been given that horrible news of something, don't trust just one doctor. And I know this is kind of off topic, but it's something that's near and dear to my heart. Of course, I lost my mom to a medical doctor. So, it's near and dear to my heart, and I don't mean to be preaching about that, but if you ever get a diagnosis that you don't feel is right in your own heart, fight for it. So anything else you want to share? Any sponsors you want to shout out before we go?
A few sponsors that I'm going to leak out on this fight. I've got my next fight. I'll have all the rest of my right here on the back. The first and foremost is Redline. Ty Gay out there is like my God-sent mentor. He's put me in a new direction now. New boxing coach, Armando. He's one of the sickest boxing coaches around, I have to say. And then I got a new sponsor, Caviar Gold, Iron 7, Herbalife. I mean, sponsors, I keep getting new ones and new ones and new ones. They keep coming. I keep wanting to pull them in. I'm going to run out of room on my shirt before it's all over.
Well, it could happen. And, quickly, one thing that I forgot to mention or tell people about is you did wrestle in college at OSU. Is that correct?
Oh, I did. And I think the guy that I'm fighting was a wrestler. I hope he has college skills, because if he wants to wrestle me, it's going to be a bad day.
Well, sounds great. Thank you so much, Jeremy, for being here for pre-fight interviews. Look forward to seeing you in that cage again next week.
Can't wait. Thank Raising the Cage for letting me come back.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Hope to see you there as well, to join Jeremy Jones and myself and the whole crew for Rage in the Cage. They're at Rage in the Cage 34, happening at the Oklahoma City Farmers Public Market on Friday, January 16th. Of course, you can still get your tickets. Jeremy has a few left. Any of the other fighters, or you can get them at Ticketstorm.com, Big Dick's Roadhouse, at the Weight Room, or any Party Galaxy location. Hope to see you there.